We are officially underway. It is the Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Championship right here on TSN. It's a field full of Canada's best. Scotties champions, Brier champions, world champions, Olympic champions. 35 teams are now set, ready to battle in the bubble. To the winner, a chance to wear the maple leaf at the Worlds. The Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Championship is next. Welcome back to Canada Olympic Park. Winsport Arena, all the action. This year's Mixed Doubles Championship. Our feature coming up is Sweeting and Kennedy taking on Sauder and Bottcher, and that is our feature this morning. From scores from earlier today, in our first draw, it was Watt and Sahadak winning. Also a close one, Courtney and Moulding coming back to beat the defending champs 7-6. Jones and Lang also winners, and Anderson, Gushu teaming up, and what a start as they win 9-1. Come on inside Winsport Arena. Glad you're watching our coverage on TSN. Brian Mudryk joined once again by Kathy Gauthier. We have 35 teams competing to try win a national championship. And let's begin with our feature. And when you look at Mark Kennedy, he's pretty much done it and won it. 3 Brier titles, an Olympic gold medalist. But with Val Sweeting here, his first crack really at the mixed doubles competition.
Well, it is, and this is where he needs to take his cues from Val, losing that Canadian curling trials with Brad Gushu in 2018. She understands this format very, very well. But for Mark Kennedy, viewed by many, if not most, as the ultimate curler, can fit in anywhere, any place, anytime. This format should not be any different.
Meantime, the Brier champion in the bubble, Brendan Bottcher, teaming up with Bobby Sauder, and they played together before. They were 6-3 in 2019 in Fredericton, and they certainly have the chemistry going already.
Well, this is one of those couples that is an off-ice couple, and we talk about chemistry on men and women's teams. It's no different in mixed doubles. Sometimes you're more honest with those people in your relationships, and that actually matters on the curling ice as well.
So earlier this morning, it was his teammate Darren Moulding getting it going. Now it's Brendan Bottcher's turn as our coverage of the Canadian Mixed Doubles Championships continue here on TSN.
So it has one right now.
Yeah!
You make it 4. You got one. Get through. You got 4. 4 is the charm for Brendan Bottcher.
The Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Championship is brought to you by Scotties, Sponge Towels, Purex and Cashmere, proud sponsors of Canadian curling for 40 years, by OK Tire and BKT Tires, by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, and by Home Hardware. Here's how.
A second straight Canadian championship. Third Canadian championship.
Not a bad combination. A couple of lefties in the house in our feature. Mark Kennedy, 3 Brier titles. Val Sweeting, back-to-back Scotties championships. And of course, Brendan Bottcher just winning in the bubble here in Calgary. It is time to meet the teams, brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. And there is Val Sweeting and Mark Kennedy out of the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton. And they're throwing the Redstones this morning. And Sauder and Bottcher, also out of the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton, as Bobby and Brendan are partners off the ice and on the ice, and they will team up for this year's Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Championship right here on TSN. It's our first day, our second draw. You see the stones are set. Center guard, the stone back 4. And to start us off, it was Sweeting and Kennedy earning hammer this morning for the first stone from the skip on this team, Bobby Sauder. So on both these teams, Bobby and Val will throw the first stone and the 5th stone. And you do have the choice. You can switch that up if you choose throughout the game.
And this is something very unique from this duo of Mark Kennedy, Val Sweeting, both left-handed throwers, and so able to really get a good read off each other for what their stones will do.
Line only.
You're close. Whoa, 5. Whoa. Read only.
If you're just joining us and your first time watching mixed doubles, you can see the X's on the stone up top, the centerline guard, and the red stone, which belongs to the team with hammer. And that's how you set up every end. And each team gets 5 stones aside, 8 ends of play. There's a power play, which actually shifts those stones to the left or right per se. So you have a corner guard. A lot of teams use that to either generate offense or to play some defense, depending on the scoreboard.
This is less ice than I had.
Okay.
And you can't remove a stone. The first 3 thrown rocks can't be touched, even if they are in the house or in the paint. You can't remove them.
You can move them around
Correct.
for sure, and you can also make contact with the 2 stationary stones. You just can't remove them from play.
Weight's good.
And as we watch Brendan throw his first stone, I'm thinking about him throwing his last stone not that long ago to win the Brier. What an amazing accomplishment.
All the way.
Wishing them all the best in the Worlds that will be coming up very soon here in the bubble. And now switching disciplines.
Shot. Nice spot.
Thanks.
14.
And we made the comment this morning, and worth mentioning again, you know, you'd wonder all the emotion of winning a Brier, as did Darren Moulding, as did Brendan Bottcher, if maybe you'd like the rest or a mental break. But the problem right now with COVID, to leave the bubble, number one, where do you find ice? How do you stay competitive and sharp? And no better place than right here competing in mixed doubles.
And mixed doubles is a shorter game. You're only out there for 8 ends. You've only got 5 rocks, and you only play 1 a day for this first part. So what it does, in fact, is it gives Darren and Brendan, Darren that we saw this morning and Brendan this afternoon, an opportunity to throw and stay really loose and fresh without having a whole lot of pressure to play 3 games a day.
No bounce. Line's good.
It's really close.
Line's good. Line's perfect.
Nope.
Line's good. Stay
Nope.
there.
Good shot.
Good sweep.
Well, we've already talked about Brendan and that win at the Brier, and so keeping that momentum. He's got a winning feel, and so you want to carry that through. And chemistry does matter. You're going to hear more honesty from these two just because they're in a relationship where they don't feel like they have to tiptoe around each other, and that counts.
And then he makes that.
Yeah.
Then we're.
But then we have I think we have a better run than we do now. Or you like this way?
I just have one chance.
Okay.
I like it now. If
Yeah.
we hit it a little high on that one, it's pretty good.
Okay. What turn are you throwing?
Seeing it out turn a little low.
It is their 3rd season together, playing mixed doubles. They lost a close one in the last championships of Canadians to Laura Walker, Kirk Myers.
Less. Give me center.
Okay.
Well, with the upweight, we know that on this ice, the stones do not move. Pretty much will stay where Brendan lets go. That's why he's tightening the ice.
Come up. Oh, no, that's okay.
Well, for Mark and Val, we've talked about Val having lost that 2018 Canadian curling trial. She's the person to go to for the experience in this game because she's played it more. And the ultimate chameleon, well, that is Mark Kennedy, adapts to any environment, including this.
Keys to the game brought to you by Sponge Towels. Nothing absorbs like it.
Do one more
Guard
run.
always, if he just moves this a little bit, we're
He
only
might,
sitting 1.
he might still have a blast. I like the guard.
Okay.
If that was your first
Yep,
thought.
yep. I think we want to guard the yellow.
Yeah.
Leave ours.
Same turn or?
And you're guarding the yellow so that you can run
throw the
your
3.
own
This
red one in.
More, but
Okay.
Get it past that yellow. He leaves me half of the yellow too with the in turn. We can definitely make the back 2 reds go away.
And much
Yeah.
like the advantage we talked about this morning with our feature game, Mark Kennedy, Val Sweeting, Brendan Bottcher on the ice as well have been on this ice. They've used the rocks. Bregowasko's ice, obviously you strip the ice, the new sponsor logos go in, but really it's the same bubble, same environment, and that comfort level for these players.
Never has to curl. Never has to curl. Sit, sit. Ooh, that's quick there.
Yeah. So
Great sweeping. Good spot, though.
That's good. Yeah.
Good on the nose.
Yeah.
And that's so Mark Kennedy. Great sweeping. She didn't even sweep, but Mark is just always so positive out there on the ice with that attitude.
And I don't want to draw a line through Bobby, but trying to run their redstone just thrown because it came too deep. Red, yellow, double red.
Brendan, who has now made 4 straight Brier finals in 1, he said, it's so awesome playing with Bobby. It's taught him so much more about curling. And he's learned how to be a really good teammate in this format. As he runs it back, and it is still shot stone, back button, Sweeting Kennedy.
Off.
Okay, do you want a broom or a sweep?
How about a sweeper?
Just a little. Darn.
Just have to finish up that little bit more.
Just a little to cut that middle one just a shade.
Oh.
Real close.
Sorry, I thought we were playing the nose.
No, I was. We ran the red one and nutted it. I thought we'd clip the red first and kind of make the double at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like board, yeah. What do you think it's going to do?
I think edge of 4 with board.
I like
you can manage it. I think it'll run pretty straight with a good throw.
I agree.
Okay.
You got it.
Here's the broom right here. In his mind's eye.
I think you have to sweep that.
Less than I was expecting.
Yeah, go ahead then. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Hard Val, hard Val. Keep going.
Trying to get by that guard and angle their own onto the yellow and get rid of it.
Keep going.
Oh, nice touch.
Great sweep.
And what a brush by Val as they avoid that yellow guard barely. And now look at lying 4 with hammer here in 1 and just 1 stone to come from Sauder and Bottcher.
Less than your board.
Great scrub. I think the ice is right if I've got the
gosh,
board.
it got a redirect.
Just.
I figured it'd be fresh, but that spot's straighter, so I liked the ice.
But I was just through.
I do, yeah, I do.
Well, this is where you need strong stomach muscles. It is hard.
Do you think middle 12 is the right
4.
ice?
Yeah, if anything, you want to not quite get there, so I think it's close.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, we don't want to over curl.
No real opportunity to get rid of 4 stones. And they would have thrown this in the draw to the button, so have a sense of what it has done. Brendan, obviously, we've talked about it already, knows the ice.
Okay.
So for Bobby, it's a very precise draw.
And Bobby herself played some curling out in Newfoundland and Labrador and went to a Scotties as an alternate 1 year. And Brendan saying they've worked really hard as a team, as a couple, to prepare, and he was very excited for this opportunity and this championship. As Bobby Sauder in tough here, needs a big-time draw in 1.
Close, whoa. Line's okay. You got room.
Trying to lock one in there for shot stone and maybe limit the damage here in the first end.
Hard every inch, hard.
Line looks good, weight looks good. And right to the home hardware button, but is there a slash available?
Yeah.
Like, with weight.
I think so. I think so.
Just take the guess out of it.
Red, red, yellow.
Right there, I don't think it's going to do very much. You know what, though, Val? You have, if you hit this high, like if you hit 3/4, it still gets it.
It does.
So air high. Okay.
Air a hair high, yeah, for sure.
So anywhere on the outside of the stone, that will go there,
You want
that
a
will go
sweeper or a
there,
broom?
that will go there. You
Sweeper.
might even stick around for 5.
So for Bottcher and Sauder, I mean, is there a better spot you could have left that yellow stone?
Well, in theory, if you're top 4, you're going to concede a couple of points. Because if you're down back even frozen muddy, I still think the slash was there just because of the placement of the red stones.
that middle one's rolling.
What is she throwing? How much weight?
The first hand, I would think she's just whipping it.
Just firm.
Yep.
So a chance for a pretty big score here in one. Final stone. Val Sweeting.
Whoa.
Kennedy electing to come and help sweep. Tap, tap. Yellow goes. 1,
Nice
2,
Val,
3,
good
and 4. What a start for the lefty combination of Sweeting and Kennedy.
Good brush.
4-0.
Yeah, I was a little fuller than I wanted.
A great view as you see the rocks set up before we throw the first stones here in the second end. The third time the Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Championship held here in Alberta. Leduc in 2013. Leduc again near Edmonton in 2018. And here under the bubble in 2021. And look at that 4 on the board. A big score for Val Sweeting, Mark Kennedy. So here in the second end, Bobby Sauder, Brendan Bottcher, Yellow Stones with hammer.
Well, and this is a format of the sport that big numbers are traded on a regular basis. And so while Bobby and Brendan weren't looking to give up 4, they're not going to lose a lot of sleep over it, and will start their return or their attempt to score a couple and get back in this.
And Kathy, look no further than our feature this morning, where it was Joanne Courtney and Darren Moulding down 4-0 early to the defending champs, and Jocelyn Peterman, Brett Gallant. They battled back and they won it in that 8th end. So that's kind of the beauty of mixed doubles. A lot of scoring, a lot of swings, a lot of things can happen.
I thought you were max.
Hey, lots of line. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Line's okay.
And interesting
Really
too, Kathy,
nice.
that's what Brendan talked about with me when we were chatting before the Brier, and I asked him about the mixed doubles. He said, you know, there's a lot more randomness that can happen, and a lot of things can happen where the men's and women's play at the elite level is not a lot of misses. So certainly a lot more excitement in mixed doubles if you're a fan of the sport. And lots of action across these sheets of ice, and again familiar names: Carruthers, Negevin, Overmere and Nichols. Nisku and Fry teaming up to take on Burchard and Caitlyn Schneider, and they have a 1-0 advantage. Meantime, the silver medalists from the last time that this was played, Tyrell Griffith and Nancy Martin, there on the ice. They have a 3-0 advantage over Lauren and Alex Mcfadyen, the brother-sister combination out of Summerside, PEI. So we'll keep you up to date all morning and I guess afternoon, depending on the part of the country you're in, right here on TSN.
Okay, yeah, back 4.
Go for line then.
T, coming down.
Line's good. Line's great. Line's great.
T.
Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Curl. Curl, 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 curl.
Good.
Good sweep.
And a little wick, so 2 stones for Sweeting Kennedy. Top 8.
Both raisable.
I like it. If you
So
take the guard
rules
out,
of play for mixed doubles, you have 6 rocks per team, 1 each pre-place. So you see the center line guard in that stone with the X's you see in the black tape. Back 4, 8 ends, 24 minutes thinking time. You have 2 timeouts and the power play, which we talked about, which you can use once per game, and you have to have the hammer. And not able to use it, though, in an extra end. If an extra end is needed, you can't use the power play.
Hey, whoa, yep, whoa. Okay, yeah,
Weight's
go ahead.
good.
Go ahead, yep,
Weight's good.
yep, you gotta go. Hard line. Okay, hard line, hard line, hard line. Okay, chunk it off. Roll it in.
And for Brendan as well, a chance to do some sweeping.
that's
He's got a
fine.
world-class front end, but the skipper getting a chance to get some work in.
I'm not sure that's the highlight of why he's playing.
No,
mixed doubles.
but it's a little
in there,
different
it's
look for
always
him,
more
for sure.
Than
And appreciation.
Wide.
in like edge 4 to button, it'll go.
Okay, so just a little more ice.
Again, sharing
Yeah.
what he knows about the ice from having played on it.
Hold or?
Hold, please. Yeah. It looks like I'm trying to hit about 2/3.
Yeah, I think it'll run here. Hey.
Yeah, me too.
So you hear that often, hold or sweep, and that really is, do you prefer me to hold the broom so that you have a target, or do you want me to sweep? And for Mark, I think feeling that with any sort of up weight shot, it's mostly going to run straight. It's more important for him to have a precise target to aim at, asking Val to do that rather than sweep.
Whoa, 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 no. Get it. Sorry, Val.
The red hit, but
shoot. Got it off the back.
Okay. All right. If you're sitting here, then you can hit it at next shot. If that doesn't look very easy.
If they're hooked a little bit and he makes either of the hit and rolls under, I'm never going to be able to get his shooter.
Okay. You throwing peel?
Yeah. If we knows it, we knows it.
Okay.
And really trying to make both of those go away now. You heard his conversation with Bobby that if we leave those and a hit and roll underneath is made on either of those yellow stones, now he's in real trouble.
See, Brendan's still got the long socks on. I don't think those are the lucky Briar socks, though.
They are not, but I'll bet we see those at the Worlds.
You don't know the story. Young lady, Barbara Wilson, a grandma out in Victoria, BC, sent the socks because she saw Brendan curling basically with the soccer, or pardon me, the golf socks. Yeah, the short ones, and said, he's got to be cold out there. So she sent the socks with the letter, and he wore them. He got on a roll, and sure enough, Barbara Wilson, bit of a celebrity back in Victoria with the lucky socks, courtesy Brendan Bottcher. Pretty cool story.
Okay.
This might come up a little bit too on a bit of a fresh spot.
Yeah, you got it.
Don't move, Bobby. I'll aim right at your foot.
Ah, there you go. It's always cues. Often they'll use the bumper. In this case, Mark is aiming at Bobby Sauder's foot.
She should start dancing.
Well, if she had any idea, she probably would.
Yep.
But you find targets to aim at in the absence of a broom.
Close. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
It's got to be close.
Roll it.
Good shot, Mark.
So for now, they do lie too.
And that's where someone like Mark is used to having brushers that are able to finish it, to be able to get that extra movement out of a stone. In the absence of a sweeper, the rock is going to do what it wants to do.
Great sweep.
Way to play it.
I like it.
And just did not get the finish.
I was a little worried of the over curl, but
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll probably need a little bit of extra ice to get around that rock.
So trying to utilize the stone at the top of the forefoot almost as a guard and bury right into the forefoot.
sit for a long time, and you got to be conscious of that, don't you? Mm-hmm. And it might only be like 3 feet difference, but that's what happened on your draw.
Yeah.
It just sits a little longer.
Just needs that 1 or 2 to liven up.
Line should be great.
And Brendan would have the luxury of knowing a lot of these stones as well out on the ice. A lot of these teams in team play have a rock book.
You got a curl.
Same stones used at the Briar and the Scotties here in the bubble. And again, just not curling.
We saw that this morning, Brian, with that outturn down that path. It just wants to run straight.
Okay.
3,
7, yeah.
Okay, what do you like?
Oh, you roll right there. It's a tough score. Actually, roll right here. She's got to hit that one.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So I'm thinking if you throw maybe the same kind of weight I did.
Yeah.
Do you like that, or do you want a little more weight?
I like that same weight for here.
Okay. And
You play the hit and roll and roll there. You can see that for Bobby, who's throwing next, there's not going to be a path in. The only way is to either hit and you'll have to roll in or draw full 4 for the single. So not looking for a big roll underway, just a little bit of a nose or a wee bit of a roll, but not very much.
we'll accept close here for the game.
Yeah, take notes. Good weight. Just good board. Good board. Good board.
No. Curl. Curl. Curl.
Mark Kennedy trying to carve it over for Val Sweeting.
Hard. Yep, little flop. Whoa.
Oh, perfect.
Really good.
Right where
Good
they wanted
spot.
it.
Well done.
Max ice.
That's what I thought too. Okay.
They're just not quite curling.
No,
as
they're
much.
really not. Okay, just nice and clean, just 10.5.
Good,
Yeah.
good shot. With your throws, they're just going to run like really nice and true. You'll just get a little bit of finish hog-line in.
As long as my weight's good.
Right, get the weight right.
Yep.
We've gotten the weight right every time except for one on mine. In the last stand, we almost got burnt on it. So
Yeah. I think after, like, as it's worked in, that lighter weight will be
it'll be fine. Yeah.
So right on the nose should be good enough.
A big shot here in 2. Down by 4. Final stone facing 3.
Go ahead.
The intern hits or tap to pick up a single.
Board.
Curl.
Brendan Bottcher trying to get it to finish a little bit. There's the hit. There's the roll. Lovely shot. Bobby Sauder as she'll pick up her single and 2. And this Battle of Alberta. Sweeting Kennedy with hammer when we come back. A big 4. A nice score in that first stand for Val Sweeting, Mark Kennedy, but Bobby Sauder made that nice hit versus 3 to put up the single. So it is 4-1 for Team Sweeting Kennedy throwing the Red Stones. And they have hammer here in this third end.
Some very good shot making very early in this afternoon's draw.
Turn side.
Good shot.
Whatever turn you want. I mean, you could put it in the same spot you did last end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can follow her down with the in if you want. Your choice. Whichever one you're more comfortable with.
I don't know if you want to jump in this pool, Kathy. You might drown when you look at some of the great names in this pool. You look at, what, a couple of Scotties champions, Briar champions, as well as Miskew, Fry, Sweeting, Kennedy, Karwacki, Samagalski. Of course, Karwacki was the alternate. Burchard, Caitlyn, Schneider.
Tough pool.
Very tough pool. As there are 35 teams competing.
Line's close.
And we have 5 pools, 7 per pool. And if you win your pool, you get a bye. And the key is to get to that final round of 8, obviously. But there is a page playoff system. There's a lot that can happen, obviously. But to break it down, top 4 make the page playoff. And you want to be the Canadian champion when it wraps up a week from today, which is next Thursday. A week of competition, a ton of play.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
35 teams in total from across Canada.
Weight's good.
Okay, Wolf, you can.
I think
Wolf,
it's probably
you got some
minimum.
room. Curl if you
Weight's
can.
good. Weight's good.
Curl if you can. As long as it's not heavy.
I just kind of want it to die, though.
Hey, that's
Critical year as well. We don't know where the Worlds will be, but we do know that Canada has not qualified for the Olympics next year in China, which is under a year away. And there's a lot of pressure. And a guy that remembers it the last time was actually Brendan Bottcher when Reed Carruthers, Joanne Courtney had to place top 6 or better, and they did. And during that Worlds, it was in Southern Alberta that year. And actually, Brendan Bottcher was coaching the Spanish mixed doubles team. And he watched Reed and Joanne battle. He said, that is a lot of pressure for 2 people. And he was pretty impressed with how they handled it. And that's going to be the situation again, as Canada will try and qualify, even though we are the reigning gold medalists with Caitlyn Laws and John Morris.
I wouldn't have been sweeping it straight.
So as you say, the pressure goes on the team that comes out of here to get Canada into the qualification, and then we have our own qualification system next year to determine the exact team that will represent our country at the Olympics.
Don't stop. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Yeah, the top 7 finishers at the upcoming World Championship for mixed doubles will qualify, and then there's a last chance with 2 other nations that will compete. Update to the scores as well. Burchard and Caitlyn Schneider up 2-0 in their matchup. Negab and Carruthers up 2-1 on Mayor and Nichols. And the silver medalists at this event from back in 2019, Tyrell Griffith and Nancy Martin, taking on Lauren and Alex Mcfadyen as they enjoy the lead there as well. As Nancy Martin, the most career games at this event all time. This is number 53. And she's got 35 career wins, so she's been there, done that at this event, except for winning that gold medal.
And a pretty special year for Nancy, making it to her first Scotties, was one of the rookies in the field.
Good.
As we watch Brendan come down and kind of hover around that shot stone.
I don't know if it matters too much right now, but
What do you
thoughts?
think? Do you play that?
You could. It's probably got us forced right now.
I guess you probably leave this back button, they freeze anyways.
I mean, we could do this.
Yeah.
Actually, if I'm right here,
Okay.
second shot, I think I like that.
Yeah. So that we can use it if it's there too.
He's bumping that.
Kathy, is
Yeah.
mixed doubles more
if we
than
have one there, it'll be
anything
good.
making your opponent make the shot more than the team game? And what I mean by that is there's more variables out there.
Those will make them
And we
make
saw that
something.
sort of in the feature. Like, don't you want to make the competition make the shots, like make the harder shots?
I mean, I think that for sure that applies across all parts of curling and sport. You want your opponent in the toughest position. I think the biggest thing with this discipline in curling is understanding angles and not pushing too hard too soon. So it's creating a shot, thinking about what your opponent will make, and leaving yourself maybe a slash in at the end or something for multiple points, because it is very much a race to the middle.
Yep. Line's good. Yep. Line's perfect. Hard line. Hard line.
It's good.
Hard. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Trying to
keep
get
going, keep
right
going.
on top,
Whoa,
right
whoa.
beside that redstone.
Oh, man, you couldn't have walked
really
it down
good.
and placed it better. That's exactly where they wanted it. And it is second shot, I believe.
Line's perfect. Hard line. Hard line.
It's good.
Hard. Keep going.
The only thing I think
Keep
that
going,
Mark
keep going,
might
keep
like,
going, keep
Brian,
going,
is
keep
for
going.
it
Whoa,
not
whoa,
to have
whoa.
touched the redstone and been right on top of the
really
yellow
good.
and not locked at all.
I could probably give you same pound more, same weight, and almost keep my shooter there, but
I don't mind keeping the shooter around.
As if we keep the shooter around, that middle one's going to spin out. One of them has to roll. Like we nose it and this one
I
rolls,
see.
or we
Yep.
hit it high and my shooter rolls. But
Okay. Okay.
unless I throw the perfect weight, but that red one's going to miss this one and hit a pretty good chunk of this one. So if we actually want to get it off the button, I've got to throw a little bit of weight at it.
Okay. What do you like?
I like board.
Okay. Did you want me to sweep on this one?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Well,
just
Brendan
trying to
drew
hit a
that up.
quarter.
Yeah, a third to a quarter.
So a third to a quarter of this stone onto there. That goes there. And if he does only throw board, his shooter should also stay right there.
Close. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Weight's
Yep.
good.
Hard.
Weight's good.
Really hard. Hard.
Oof.
And just grazed that high centerline guard.
Sorry, Val.
Just caught
That
it.
dive.
I think that was close to board, Kathy.
Oh, I think his weight was fine.
Pretty good.
They waited for a while and then just jumped on, but just that finish at the end.
Hard.
Weight's good.
Really
Like you'd have to squirt right out.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah, yeah.
So are you thinking guard this side?
I'm thinking about maybe another one in there because we can't guard them both. So.
Okay.
And then if she makes it, you might just have the half a rock on this for a couple.
Okay, I like it.
You like
so
that?
just top 4?
Top 4 right in front of our 8, and then we can use it.
Okay.
Cool with that?
Yep.
You know, if I freeze right in there again.
So you play in there because you've got 2 sides to take away. They fully expect that Bobby will come down and play this tap, but then you've got the tap of your own onto theirs as well. So thinking 2 shots ahead.
Really thrown any down there yet.
Yeah.
So the next one probably
Might react a little
is
smoother.
great. Yeah.
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 I like it where it is.
Okay.
But somewhere in there.
Okay.
So try to bite the 4, and I'll try to keep you half open here.
Okay.
It looks good. Top 8, top 4.
Thought I was all there.
Yeah.
Stay close though.
Just line.
Got
tap,
room.
Tapping.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Line's good though.
Top 4, T.
Whoa, whoa. If you're that weight, it has to curl.
Wait's really little bump. It's good.
Okay. Sorry, Val.
Just a little bit more weight. Mark wanted to be able to run it sideways if he had to. You can see that because it came in and tapped, there's no way to run it to the right.
Sorry.
Well, it took away our blast.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's fine.
From
There's still
Packed,
1-2 for now.
Is that half?
yeah, I was somewhere in here for board. Hey.
Yeah.
I think edge 4 will get you close.
Taking the guard is the worst ever, though. We have to get by.
Well,
Right?
let's play it to make it, though. Let's play it to make it. Sweep it early, though. Plan on it curling late.
So yellow onto red. You may not get shot, but you will be frozen and second shot
The last one I threw was board.
and may force your opponent.
Pardon?
The last shot I made over here was board.
Give or take, yeah. It was 11 and a half, I'd say.
Nope.
Light for
Nope,
me.
you're right, sorry.
Easy, but
No.
Taking a little too much time.
If we don't have,
that's what I threw.
we should have that shot though.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
As long as it doesn't harm us. The only way it harms us, actually, what we want her to do is move this yellow about 3 inches, which she might do on this shot.
Okay.
That would be.
Again, Mark already teeing up the stone that he just threw and how to get the angle. But it's going to depend very much on what Bobby does on this one.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep. Hard.
Their final stone.
Really hard.
Bottcher, Sauder.
Hard.
Don't want to crash on that yellow guard up front. That was the worry. And I think the weight just a little bit light.
Yep. Yeah, it should be for, should be for 4 if you can spill the 5.
Okay.
Right? You have 2 right now, though, so it's whatever you're comfortable with. But
So crossing
right?
the face
nose or anywhere
of
low
the
is
stone coming in.
Yeah. Obviously high is
This
bad.
goes
I
here.
think it might come up a bit here. What
It
do you
just
think?
has to curl. That's the key.
Well,
So
you got a deuce right now.
2 in their back pocket. That's
So
right,
take-
Mark Kennedy.
If you're taking any ice, take like an inch at the most.
Okay.
And
Okay.
if you're almost better to,
That was- it
hit the
wasn't-
guard out front than you are to hit it the wrong way and jam them in.
Well, you definitely don't want to be high.
Like, we just chiseled the guard and we didn't make it to the tee line.
I know, but when I throw hack, I'll always just throw hack. I'll never throw hack up or board up.
I think what Brendan's not saying is I don't think you had hack. And that's where I talked a little bit about, trying to mind your P's and Q's. But I think that sometimes in that case, you may want to say to her, you just didn't have hack.
Whoa!
Final stone in 3.
Whoa.
Val Sweeting, Mark
Gotta go
Kennedy
yellow.
by the guard, bash the yellow, and again, my goodness, another 4 on the board. They're scoring, and they're scoring in bunches. Val Sweeting, Mark Kennedy, 8-1 in our feature. They've done pretty well with hammer. Val Sweeting, Mark Kennedy, but the green hammer means power play. So here we go. The stones out to the wings instead of the center line guard. And the stone back 4. It's moved to the corner guard. And Val Sweeting delivering to kick things off here in the 4th end. Power play is on for Bobby Sauder and Brendan Bottcher throwing the yellow stones.
Well, not only does it give them a corner guard, but it changes things up. It moves the momentum from all being play around the center.
How about that? The mixed doubles tick shot with the corner guard.
Where you move it to the corner and you try to get yourself a center guard out of it as well. And that's something that has transposed itself into men and women's play. We see that more and more often now, and that comes very much from this mixed doubles competition.
A lot tougher, too, making that shot with one sweeper and no broom to stare at, right? I mean, that's a pretty nice little shot from Val Sweeting.
Max right now.
Okay. You got to go for line.
Still Max, wait.
Okay, whoa. Whoa.
That was pretty good to there.
Freeze there for now.
Freeze that back one. If I'm T-line, I'm T-line, but
Okay.
I'll throw you T, and if you can sweep it
I
back
thought it was
there.
going to be a little sticky down there.
Yeah, it wasn't at all. No, it was a good. It was
Curled
as
nice,
good of a
too.
path as the other one. Yeah, it looked tight. Halfway down the sheet.
Now up 8-1, you'd love to be in a position to start peeling those guards, but they cannot yet until after this stone has been thrown.
Quick here, line's good.
Gotta go.
And so staying on the
Line's good.
offense.
Line's good, a little bit of room.
Sometimes in
Gotta
team
go.
play, men's and women's, you'd see people throw stones through, Kathy, but not in mixed
Hard, Val,
doubles.
keep
Makes no sense to
going.
toss this one through.
Oh, and it's so early. If we
Right.
were in 6 or 7,
Great
maybe.
sweep, sorry.
But you're, again, you can't run the rocks because you're always going to have 2 stones to start with.
That's right.
And by the time you can bail, it's so deep in the end, you have to stay aggressive.
How far above? Top 4?
It's touching the top of the tee line.
Okay. It's an out turn though. I really don't know how to get there with the in.
Okay. You got room.
Weight's close.
You got lots of room.
Probably minimum.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely minimum.
I think for skips in
get a
this
bite in,
field,
get
it
a
really
bite.
poses an additional challenge, not in the brushing part necessarily, but in just how you look at it. You're so used to seeing stones come at you. Now you're trying to judge by being on top of them, and it is a very different perception. You
Right where I
hear
need
that
it.
often of players that have come from being third for years and go to the skipping position. A huge adjustment is just how the rocks are coming at you. So for Brendan, that's an extra challenge, if you will. Whereas someone like Mark is used to being on top of the stones and sweeping, so more comfortable.
Sorry, Val.
Good throw. It's fine. I should have swept that.
Interesting, too, if you look at the past winners the last few years. So, you know, Jocelyn Peterman, Brett Gallant, Kirk Myers, Laura Walker, Laura Skips, obviously, Joanne Courtney, Reed Carruthers, Gallant Peterman again.
Okay.
And then you had Caitlyn Park, Charlie Thomas, who were skips in their own right. Just interesting to see, is it Brendan players winning? Is it skips winning?
Yeah, it
Look to break it down.
It does, and it depends on how much these teams play. We talked about coming into this that you have provincial
How's your
champions,
throw, Mark?
you
I
have
thought it
mixed
would fall
doubles
there.
specialists, people that play this all the time. And then you have some of the elite players who have teamed up with other elite players using their points to get into this event. And so that the players that play all the time, they're used to seeing rocks on top of them, not having sweeping, all of those nuances to this game. It's going to be an adjustment for other people. I think probably 2 or 3 days in, we'll see a
You
difference.
don't like it?
Just where are we going from there?
Do you like this?
I'm okay with this. Let's make it.
Like if we come right to it, it's not the worst.
No.
What's interesting, too, Kathy, is when you look at the world rankings in years past, you're going to see countries like Spain or Latvia, because you can get 2 players in that country and you can practice mixed doubles all day long. You don't have to travel with 4 players to take on the best competition, where you see Europe coming to Canada to play in the slams and to get that experience. And that's kind of the beauty. It's a man, it's a woman, and you can practice together, and it makes it such a unique Olympic sport and a fun one.
Well, long before it became an Olympic sport, those countries were playing it just for the reasons that you mentioned, Brian. They couldn't find a team to go out and play at a curling club, but one man and one woman could get together and play.
Can you get to half?
Is he pretty...
Or how do they...
He's a little hooked here, isn't he? Like, it's hard to get our red right now.
Yeah, he's only got that.
That's really tough. That's really tough. I wonder if...
Seen crazier things last week.
I know. It's there, but it's really tough. We
What
could
are you
just do
thinking?
something like this and try to sit for 3rd shot.
Whatever you're seeing.
I don't know.
My first thought was do something here.
Okay.
Val's
I like that.
concern is
Even
the
if I just
number of
kill it
yellow
outright.
stones that are building up in the house. And without Last Rock, feeling more comfortable getting rid of them.
Sorry.
Shoot. It's okay, I just didn't know. I just didn't know how to get there, that's all. I thought it would be a little heavy, so I gave it a little more.
Yeah, that was a good
Ballpark,
guess.
but-
That was a good guess, yeah.
Right.
I like this. I think.
Just hack weight? Hack
Yeah.
weight, half a rock kind of thing? Okay. Well, I want to stay away from the guard, though, but
Yep,
get the weight right. I'll be just outside edge of 8.
I like that.
Unlike in team pregame practice where you can utilize the entire sheet, you only get half of the sheet in mixed doubles. So you are playing the in-turn going away and the out-turn coming back. You only get half the sheet. So when you hear a guy like Brendan Bottcher saying, I don't know how to get there, it's because they never had a chance to throw in the pregame practice.
Good sweep.
And so there's still going to be some unknowns on both sides.
Nice shot.
Thanks.
Kennedy Sweeting, line 2.
That's really good, I think.
No.
Just this one.
You know, if you could plant it on this one and get 2, 3, 4, my shooter should roll in. This one will be buried, and you might have some kind of tap for 2 or 3 at the end here.
Yeah, I like it.
I think that's...
What kind of weight do you want to throw?
I don't think I can throw much more than maybe hack or board.
I really like board.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Darn it.
So setting it up for a potential multiple point end with this stone.
Sit second, third. Roll the shooter. Opens up the back line.
Playing the tap on this stone, you're going to roll your shooter over there and create a bit of an opening to the shot stone, so you're not going to be shot at the end of this likely. But for Brendan, trying to create an opening, another stone in there, so that if they have access to the shot stone, the chance for 3.
Okay. Room. Close, yep. Whoa, whoa. Curl, curl, curl. Curl, curl, curl.
Brendan Bottcher, don't want to drive it through the hole. Oh, man, and he does. Tough one for the Brier champ.
That was unbelievable.
Shoot.
She's only got one more. Tough score right here. Got to draw the 4-foot, right? Oh no, she's might have the triple for 2.
Do we hang out then?
Yeah.
Or here?
You see anything for 2 right now?
No. Unless the in-off and it misses the back. But
Don't think so.
I don't
And
think
like the
it'll
one
move the
going
stone
down.
far enough.
Okay, so best way to guard the draw. Want to just throw one right here? Make her think about having to throw the hole.
okay.
You like that?
What depth?
Like a foot outside the house. Don't really want to bring anything in there if we don't have to.
Should be our draw to the button path.
Pretty
right?
close. You can probably get away with just a... Yeah, that's a really good line, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
A good discussion. They initially talked about coming in the 8-foot and making the draw tougher, but you can actually set up a triple for
like it.
Bobby
I think
to
you're
lie
closer to
2.
half.
And so if the objective is to guard the 2 that are
Weight's good.
currently counting, you do it
Little
with the
little
guard.
high.
Straight.
So trying to be in front of the house.
Yep.
but tight.
Whoa. Good sweep.
Good. Good spot. Just
Had to
fresh.
give it some-
Just
yeah.
died.
Yeah, I thought I got it out there,
Yeah.
but it just kind of broke early. A little light.
I liked your weight, actually. Just hasn't been used in 20
True.
minutes.
Yeah.
Talking about the center line, why the weight came down. And so this is the draw to the full 4.
Okay.
Okay, T-line.
Final stone in 4 as they tried the power play.
Okay, well then, well then, well then.
And now needing nice draw weight just to pick up a single against a couple of red rocks. As the host comes into view. Would love that button.
Very good.
And that is great draw weight from Bobby Sauder. To the home hardware button. And a single on the board, and a much needed single. As they are still down by 6 as we're at the midway point of our feature game. 3-time Brier champ, 2-time Scotties champ, teaming up as we make our push on day 1 at the mixed doubles.
The Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Championship is brought to you by Sponge Towels Paper Towels, made for real-life messes. By OK Tire and BKT Tires. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Val Sweeting. Tap, tap. Yellow goes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. What a start for the lefty combination of Sweeting and Kennedy. No kidding. Pretty good with a hammer, I'd say. 8 points with the last rock and an 8-2 advantage through 4 ends, Kathy.
Well, huge efficiency, and it was in the first. Doubles by both Val and Mark led to that 4. And then we just saw Val's. It has been the ability to really manipulate stones when they've had hammer. And if you look at the numbers on the left, it's not just placement, it's execution.
After 4, brought to you by BKT Tires, growing together. It wasn't the week he wanted at the Tim Hortons Brier with Brad Jacobs, Northern Ontario, but a chance to make a run here in Calgary. The beautiful Rocky Mountains in the background in Mark's home province. Calgary Tower, beautiful city. Final 4, next. Big smile, and why not, from Val Sweeting. Lots to be excited about the last couple of weeks in winning another Scotties championship, and pretty cool story too that Team Anderson will be Team Canada.
Wonderful.
As they announce a women's world, so they'll be having the maple leaf on their back in the curling bubble. But
Well,
first up, this mixed doubles, and she's off to a great start with Mark Kennedy.
She is, and I think everyone felt so bad last year for Brad Gushue and Carrie Anderson's team winning and not having the opportunity to wear that maple leaf on your back at a world championship. And so for Carrie winning a second time and knowing that they will, it's pretty
Line's
special.
Really good.
Nice shot. Very good. Nice.
And that's a pretty good combination to put together.
In misery last year, I think, and not going, and then deciding to play mixed doubles, and looked very convincing in their win this morning.
Wait only.
Real close.
Room. Running.
We can wait.
Running, like,
A little heavy.
can you make it curl? Try and touch it. Yep. Hard. Hard. Yep, move something.
And all for naught, can't clip it. And right out the back.
Okay.
just quicker.
I think it is pretty keen here.
Okay.
Back 4.
Line should be close. Line's good.
And before the Women's Worlds, it is the BKT Tires and OK Tire World Men's Curling Championship. And that guy sweeping, Brendan Bottcher, will be Team Canada in the bubble this year.
I don't mind that.
Weight was close.
Double peel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Might
Yeah,
get
even
lucky
if you
coming
just
back.
get it over there.
How much do I have to hit?
A thin half.
Okay.
What do you like?
Just a little less. A little less.
A third's fine.
Okay.
Well, for Mark, opening up the front. Trying to get them both.
Curl a bit.
Good shot.
Okay.
Lovely.
Nice shot, Mark.
And in case you were counting rocks, that is in fact okay. Don't
Nice.
forget there was one that went through the house. And so it was fine to hit, and with the 6-point edge that they have, anything out front is only going to help Brendan Bottcher, Bobby Sauder combo.
Line should be really close.
High halfway.
Curl. Yep, yep, go. Yep. Good spot.
Great spot.
Well, that is very, very long. The one thing that we learned at the Scotties and the Briar is that because of the movement of this ice, guards that are that long, you can almost ignore and play hacks or bumpers or whatever you'd like. And you will get the movement.
Just clean.
And Mark, the straight peel.
It was.
Let's get you up to date. And a close game. Negav and Carruthers leading Mayor Nichols 3-2. It's Martin and Griffith up by 3. And Burchard and Caitlyn Schneider leading Mcfadyen, Ryan Fry 3-1.
Little deeper. Halfway.
Our first look at Pool D at the Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles.
Yep. Great spot. Really good.
Little tighter guard.
I guess they got to make it perfect for me not to get either of them, hey? Like if we peel, they'd have to be, but I mean, I guess she threw this one, so it should be close.
Yeah, even if she's here, it's probably a
I would
probably a
rip
one
it.
steal.
Yeah. But you're right, we only give up 2 if we
Right, our best
Do
chance to score
something.
here is probably to peel. And
hope I have something.
well, I mean, if she's here, you might have a shot to score.
Might be able to blast them.
If she's a little short, you might have this, right? Okay, I like it. It's a scoreboard call, but I think it's the right one.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
What turn do you like?
I'll throw the in again.
Well, they're both on the same page. For Val, a former skip, knows that she wants to have access to the 4-foot on her final stone, which is why she's asking Mark to
We
play
can
the
get
peel.
to the same spot regardless. We want to cross it just a millimeter.
Just a hair.
Yeah. But it's the exact same path you just played with the out turn, so I think we do that.
Good throw.
Okay. But that same path, I think, is the exact.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me the same weight.
I was just gonna say, do you think just as quick?
Yeah, same throw.
If she's short.
I think for Bobby, she's planning on doing the same thing she did earlier and coming right down on top, trying to remove scoring zone from Val.
I don't think it'll be as good as this side,
But
but I don't
close.
think it'll be as bad as when I threw that.
Agreed. Agreed.
But if she is not perfectly on the nose, you can expect that Val may just play to pick out one stone.
Okay, this is heavy.
And having that
We're-
6-point
we're
edge, just say,
chopping
take your
something.
one.
Okay, whoa then.
And you heard Brendan Bottcher out of Bobby's hand, heavy.
Really got to curl.
Touch it.
Just
Yeah,
draw.
right on the nose. Yeah, I think the draw. You don't really want to throw.
No, I'd hate to.
Sorry, love.
Unless you want to throw.
It's okay.
I just thought I kicked a lot slower.
You actually kicked quick. Yeah.
Tighten it a little. Nothing's quite getting there.
No, yeah. I
So you're
agree.
probably like here, right?
So you don't want to
Like that?
risk playing the pick and losing the red stone behind it and giving up a steal. And so for Val, she has room to get in front of that stone and get a 7-point edge.
Just pick your weight and then trust it.
Yeah. Just tee. The adjust from my first.
Yeah, love it.
So final stone in 5. An 8-2 advantage, a chance to pick up a single. Final stone, Val Sweeting.
Line's good. Straight, straight. Line's good.
Obviously
Whoa,
has the
running.
backing if she needs
All
it.
you. Straight. Yep. Hard mark.
And a big scrub for Mark Kennedy. Try drag it in for a shot stone.
Losing line.
Oh, perfect
Good
weight.
breath.
Final few scrubs.
One yellow.
And it just curled a hair too much, so it is a steal of 1 for Bobby Sauder, Brendan Bottcher, as they are still in tough, down by 5, as we'll step aside. Welcome back to Winsport Arena. It is our day 1 coverage of the Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Championship. And with a 5-point cushion and hammer for Val Sweeting, Mark Kennedy, we're going to go next door to Sheet C and check in on the Burchard, Schneider, Miscue, Fry combination. Emma Miscue, Ryan Fry, the red stones. Shannon Burchard, Caitlyn Schneider, the yellow stones. And it is Miscue and Fry with hammer as we pick up action here in the 6th end. This stone from Caitlyn Schneider.
Yeah.
And in this end, the power play was utilized.
Shooter sticks around, so they will lie 3.
Same shot, eh? That was where hack? Just through?
Yeah, just.
Ryan Fry coming off his prior appearance with
So
John
there.
Epping, who's also in the field in mixed doubles,
There.
playing with Lisa Weigel.
And obviously attempted to get things going in this end by utilizing the power play. No guards left. And just some weight struggles for Ryan.
That's good shooting.
What now?
You
No
think I was
free?
the same there?
What?
I thought it was quite a bit less there.
I thought you threw less. It's just like when it's like fast to the wing. I didn't think it would because we haven't thrown a single way that, or like draw to the wing, but like I thought I had to.
What are you thinking?
I almost think you just throw it through. I don't really want to put anything top house and give her just a freeze to that
Can they
one,
freeze
right?
on one of these and like make it tough to get out? Maybe this one, but then we're
That
1-2. This one maybe 2. Yeah, they definitely can if they're perfect.
Yeah,
I mean, the only other thing I was thinking is right here.
right there.
Then it's tough to freeze anywhere. If they freeze, we guard. It's tough. Like if we can end up showing Emma this,
Yeah.
it's tough to score.
It's a
Don't really want to give them
% advantage
an
as a
opportunity to do little
team.
tap, and then
Schneider and
So is it
Burchard
better if I'm
over
a hair
Miscue and
heavy
Fry
than
right now.
here?
Probably indicative of the points
Like
that we
this
see
is
on the
okay.
then
board.
that makes their tap tap easier.
Yeah. So what's the air
I think
then?
the air is like here or something like that.
Okay.
Then there's at least room if they're playing
Okay,
a tap.
I'll just throw you top 4 and either turn's fine.
Okay, I think I'm going to give you this one. We know our hair
Okay,
better.
like edge of 8-ish, just inside.
And Shannon, obviously a former skip and now a 3-time Scotties champion, going back-to-back as a front-end player with Carrie Anerson and winning her first when Caitlyn Laws was actually off to win a gold medal with John Morris in Pyeongchang. She filled in for Caitlyn with Jennifer Jones, and they won that Scotties title in Penticton, BC.
Weight's close.
Mine's good.
Top 4.
And good for Shannon. Finally, her first chance to represent Canada
Weight's good.
at the Worlds.
A little hot, if anything.
Close, yep, line.
Because
Little
Caitlyn
hot.
came back
Heavy.
and actually
Heavy.
was back for Jennifer Jones' team that year at Worlds, so she'll get to have the maple leaf on her back in the bubble in Calgary.
So electing to play this shot because of where it was positioned, it was the only stone that could have been frozen directly onto and been shot.
I feel like it's a big freeze.
And so they've taken that away.
It's gone the nose. I mean, she's going to have a pick out anyway, but.
Oh, she'll just guard and we won't have a
Well, I
shot.
doubt I should probably pick it up.
Think so?
Yeah. Like,
You want to get rid of this one though?
well, we don't have to. Whatever you know the line best with. We have to, it has to go far enough that we are shot, like second shot, yeah.
Okay.
So interesting theory. They want to freeze down to the stone just thrown. It was Ryan Fry's idea that if they do that, Shannon will just throw a guard on top. But Emma feels that they'll have a run, and so that's what they're electing to do.
Same weights?
Yeah. Yeah, as long as we'll have 3 minutes.
We have 2 ends
For an
left, 3
end.
minutes each.
Yeah.
Okay, just be ready on this one.
Just doing the math, as I mentioned this morning, for teams that are used to playing a team game, you often have 7 minutes in your final end because you've been able to bank time. Because of mixed and having a lesser amount, you have to be more comfortable with lower numbers on the board. And it's about maintaining your pace of play.
This is have to curl up for him.
Right there. Anywhere here.
So to begin our feature, it was Kennedy Sweeting. They still lead up 8-3. Negev and Carruthers pulling away on Mayer and Nichols up 7-2. And the silver medalists from 2019 at this event, Tyrell Griffith, Nancy Martin, leading by 1 over Lauren and Alex Mcfadyen out of PEI.
Yeah, make sure we get kind of just in line with it, I guess.
Yeah.
Weights is
So trying to go top
like
4 foot
similar
in
to what
front
it
of the
is
shot
sometimes.
stone.
Just as good as this thing.
All right.
All right, you got it.
Make the draw right to the lid the only option. Depending on where she is. It could be a double, but I think that Emma may draw.
Easy early.
Penticton,
Easy.
Moose Jaw, Calgary.
Wait only.
Those
Line's
Scotties
good.
titles.
Line's good. Wait only. Pass the curl a bit.
I think we're deep, Shan.
Whoa.
We're definitely deep.
Whoa.
Girl. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Shot.
Oh, there's your nose hit.
All right.
Just
Your
that
last
hair
one did
extra and
nothing.
just
The double for a single here in the
Yeah.
6th end.
Well,
Did you
yours-
take a little more?
Just throw like normal. I don't want to
Yeah, no, I like
whip
that.
it.
Yeah, no, that's definitely the right weight.
Probably still like with normal, I can let go just high, I think.
I think so, yeah. It's really not doing a ton. Touch the center line, you're good. Let me know.
Three world medals, an Olympian, and also those 3 Scotties titles as well with Rachel Homan. Final stone in 6.
No.
Got to curl up to the nose, hit and stick, make the
clean.
double for 1.
Shot in.
And it does stop in time for the single. As Caitlyn will have a look, but it should be 1, and it is.
One red.
Shot.
So 4-2. we come back, it is Burchard, Schneider with him. You want to inform the viewers, or should I?
Go ahead.
Power play. All right, there it is. You got the green hammer. So the power play is on. So you see the stones moved out to the wings, and you got a corner guard and the yellow stone belonging to Burchard and Schneider. So what do you think the strategy is here? They're up by 2, they have hammer, and they're going to go right back to the power play. Why do you think, Kathy?
And I think that both teams utilize it for very different reasons. In the previous end, the Fry-Miscue team, trailing, used it to try to force play away from the middle to the corners to score multiple points. It was an aggressive move. In this case now, I believe that Burchard, Caitlyn are trying to use it as a defensive move and move play away. Trying to control that center.
Weight's good. Weight's good.
Nope. Nope.
Shannon trying to play the tick shot. Keep that center open for themselves.
Just got to curl a bit more, and she'll just glide by, as you and Shannon have something in common. You've won Scotty's titles at 2 different positions.
I thought you were going to say, and with Jennifer Jones.
Also works.
That's
correct.
Fine. It's close. I guess I should have maybe.
I like a little hot or a little too much.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah.
Almost got there at the end, but.
Agreed. That's fine. So I can hit now.
And it was our feature to start on TSN, and now a final 10-3 for Sweeting and Kennedy as they win their opener over the Briar champ. And Bobby Sauder.
Line's good. Okay. Over there. Top 8.
Line's good.
Okay.
Group.
It's all there.
Line's good, Em.
Okay, we're top 8, top 4. T-line.
Wow, great example of how much this ice curls. The guard they flirted with was the corner guard, not even the center, and that came out 7/8
Overberry
into the open. You bet.
These two have been a combination the last couple of years.
Curl a bit. Jesus.
Burchard, Schneider.
Nothing.
And a tough one there for Caitlyn.
Right here?
Yeah, I think
Most
so.
recently saw him with
Like
Team
just
Saskatchewan at the
6-second
Briar
shot's
in
pretty
Kingston, a
good.
bronze medal.
Light's okay, though.
We've seen this intern run a bunch.
For, the run back,
Yeah.
He'll float a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're still.
As you see, Kennedy and Sweeting, I think that was the mock wave to the crowd by Val as they exit stage left for their victory.
Okay.
Not 5.
It is the corner guard
Okay, it's
that
by
you
now.
have to flirt by, and then watch the big finish.
That's pretty good.
That is a lot of movement as the weight comes off. Way, way out there, almost clips the guard, and then it takes a right turn.
Yeah, but that just gives them this again.
That's pretty good.
Walk to the edge of the four.
We know
That's
Ryan
really
sometimes has a softer release. Is that the release, Kathy, or that path in general, or both?
Well, just judging from where they took the broom, it wasn't a super soft release. He didn't have a helicopter by any means, but there is a lot of movement in that path, something that you can utilize to your advantage.
Weight's better. Weight's better.
Well, second chance for Caitlyn in this same spot, throwing a little bit less weight.
Whoa. Whoa. Close. Close. Yep. 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 Little whirl. Really good.
Little tap and roll away for Caitlyn Schneider. Nice rebound shot.
Great weight.
It is time for the team comparisons brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
And keeping in mind, this takes in consideration all 5 stones thrown, but the edge on the scoreboard and the team percentage, they always match up, or almost always, and the edge for sure on the scoreboard and in the percentages are Burchard and Schneider.
Back 4. Great, line's good. Okay, we're all there.
And this one has to dig in.
It's through again.
Wow. That is crazy.
Well, we saw that with Ryan last end, 2 of them going through, just struggling to get that feel. Not sure if it's a little bit quicker than it was during the Brier, and he's still throwing like it was at the Brier.
Is it smarter?
Probably. I mean, you go here.
It's not anywhere. I can't really go anywhere great because they're always going to have this tap. If I'm just half open, they get under it, or if I am here, they can hit and roll underneath.
I think if we go there, they're playing this.
Yeah, and I don't love that.
We're having to play that.
I think we peel.
Yeah.
Come sweet for me.
Okay.
In
Well,
turn,
I
hey?
love the peel shot as well. It's tough to put the stones in a good spot if you
make them make a decision, right?
come around and go, say, here, they've got a tap up. If you leave that stone, they hit this stone and they roll underneath, and then you're chasing. So you peel the guard, you're going to have an open shot. Even if they play a tap, it's going to be a relatively short run if they're going to be shot, and if they're not, you have a chance to draw for 2. So playing the scoreboard.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Watch that guard.
Okay.
Nicely done. And Shannon's go-to shot, known very much as a big hitter. And so any tap, she's not going to be afraid of playing the double on her final.
It's a little scared.
You see March Madness starting on Friday on TSN. I feel like this is really the bracket 2 mixed doubles, isn't it, Kathy? I mean,
Sure is. It's so
35 teams, and anything can happen.
I think it's hard to bury with this out turn.
Yeah, they're probably going to have to be like behind tee, and you can always just run that.
Yeah, or we just play soft tap.
Yeah.
Depends where it is. I mean, I think they almost have to risk just being second shot. Get fully buried there.
Right, yeah. Agreed.
Oh, she's playing.
So we'll have a chance to look at that path that you talked about that Ryan Fry threw in, throwing the in-turn.
Room. Room.
So she
Lots
had
of room. Got a curl.
used about edge
Got a
of the
curl.
12-foot if there had been a
Curl.
broom there.
Okay.
And just short, so an opportunity for 3.
Perfect.
And if you're charting power plays, able to score multiple points is something that we'll look at this week. Sometimes it's not worked out, but this was a defensive power play, and the potential is to generate 3.
Good weight there.
That's huge
I
success.
think it was out on an edge, though.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't want to curl at all.
And because they've already used their power play, miscue Fry, unavailable for them in the 8th end. You can use it with hammer once per game, and you cannot use it in an extra end if there is an extra end.
Okay, and that's still all there. What do you think?
Line's good. Should be really close. Line's good.
So final stone for the 3-time Scotties champ, Shannon Burchard, here in 7. A chance for a nice little tidy lead coming home in 8.
Thanks.
And nicely done.
Still rolling from that Scotties performance here in the bubble.
Yep.
Nice draw weight, 3 on the board. And a 7-2 advantage. As Fry and Miscue will have to orchestrate some offense as we step aside here in Calgary for the bubble. 8th end coming up. So glad you're with us. Our 3rd event under the bubble. Season of Champions here on TSN. Our curling coverage continuing. And event number 3 is the Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Championship here at Winsport Arena. Big 3 on the board for Caitlyn Schneider and Shannon Burchard. So they lead 7-2. So here in 8, down by 5. It is up to Miskew and Fry to try climb the mountain here and come back in this contest.
Well, a couple of 4s just on the adjacent sheet. The game that we started with makes them think that maybe there's the potential.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Right to it. Hard, hard, hard. Keep going. Keep going.
Good brush,
Great,
good
shot.
weight. Nice little tap shot for Shotstone.
I think this
I
side's
think,
still
yeah,
better.
even if we're like tight guard here is okay, hey? They don't have anything on this side.
Yeah. Okay.
I was thinking, do we ever play the tick now?
I don't love it.
Okay,
I
all we
like
got to get
leaving-
rid of is those 2 stones, but
You what?
all we got to get rid of is those 2 red.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I think we'll have a chance.
Why doesn't Shannon love the tick?
I think she doesn't love the tick because if you happen to go by on the outside and you've got, say, backline board weight, and
Weight's
you
pretty
go
good.
onto the red stone in the
Top
house
8.
that taps
Yep.
the yellow onto red and you lose that back rock, all the rocks go back to the way
Top
that
4.
they were before. So you've essentially
Weight's
thrown
real nice.
away a stone.
Top 4.
Yep.
Where you
We're
got to
there.
remember,
Yeah,
you're up 5. You come right down on top of that stone. Your opponents have to figure out how to score 5.
Whoa.
And you're going to be able to rip very soon.
Yeah.
No, I think we just blast away, whatever we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, sorry, I just wanted one more in there. Just in case.
And as they chat, now it's green light to hit, right?
It sure is.
Now it's go time. If you're the team up by 5.
Back line-ish?
Sorry?
Back 8-ish?
Yeah.
Try and get inside.
Yeah, just 1 sec.
What do you think, Em? Like an inch outside edge of the 4-ish type thing?
Yeah.
Weight's
Yep.
good.
Yep! Hard! Hard up! Hard!
And just can't get it by that yellow guard as they will crash.
Probably get them all if you.
Yeah, I think you want to be even a hair low with the end. Just
Yep.
get a little drag, right?
Yeah.
Time for the game story brought to you by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app.
Well, momentum started early in the 3rd end with consecutive steals. That started to put Burchard Schneider up. And then that draw by Emma that came short allowed the opportunity for 3. And that's why we are where we are.
As Caitlyn Schneider, bang, Reds disappear. They are
Thanks, Ryan.
gone, and it is game over.
Thanks, Shannon.
Good game, Ryan.
So a good start for Shannon Burchard, Caitlyn Schneider, as they win their opener over Emma Miskew and Ryan Fry, 7-2, your final score.
Oh, it's my.
And also a final as Lena Negevin, Reed Carruthers, the Manitoba Connection, an 11-4 victory over Mayer and Nichols. As Reed Carruthers, a former champion back in 2017 at this event with Joanne Courtney, playing with Selena for the first time in mixed doubles. So we got 1 game remaining this afternoon. It is on Sheet B. It is Lauren and Alex Mcfadyen taking on Tyrell Griffith and Nancy Martin. And there you see it is an 8-6 advantage for the silver medalists from 2019 in Tyrell and Nancy, as Tyrell delivers here in 8.
Clean.
And just trying to get rid of that center guard with the 2-point edge.
shot.
Who is shot stone, Kathy? I think it's red.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
First time
Yes.
all month. Okay. Great.
You just got guard.
Yeah. What turn you throwing?
In turn.
Well, the team for PEI needs to find a way to score 2 in this end, and they have to be stolen points. And as you said, Brian, that is that one stone right now that is shot. And you hear the call for a guard. We'll continue to throw it for a couple, I suspect.
Yeah.
And if you're curious, both teams use their power play.
Mine's good. Whoa.
And it was a 2 on the board for Tyrell and Nancy when they used it, and a
Top
single
4.
for Lauren and
Just raise it
Alex
to the back.
an end later.
Okay.
Whoa.
We're up.
Little tap, and for now, they do lie 3.
That wasn't very close.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the easiest.
Could just sit right there too.
Yeah.
But then they're freezing.
I think we try and make this.
I think
Try and
that.
get
Yeah,
out.
I like that.
Come sweep it again. I can throw the out turn at it.
So looking for some big weight round the horn, make the 3 reds go away.
Can we call that the Greg Smith now? Is that officially his shot?
It's got to be really spaced out
That's
for the
true.
Greg Smith shot. What a wonderful shot that was.
Thinking middle rock.
He had quite the run, not only at the Tim Hortons Briar. A lot of fun to watch. He's also in this mixed doubles field, but he was on Ram 1v1 on SportsCenter as the votes from across Canada, and I'm sure a lot of them from Newfoundland and Labrador, supporting their young skip.
Yep.
We've seen Tyrell Griffith before, 6 Briar appearances.
Hard! Hard! Hard!
Nancy Martin on the brush, 1, 2, around, and 3. Look at the action. What a shot, Tyrell Griffith.
Oh, well done.
Little action.
Heads up.
Good shooting.
And the oomph just comes off on that final one, keeping it around. If it makes 2 go away of significant importance.
Has to make a good freeze. Should just be open hits for the most part.
Maybe he has to freeze, isn't he?
Nancy Martin looking to pick up her 36th career win. It leads all players at the Canadian Mixed Doubles Championship. She's been at this in this discipline for a long time.
And we talked about her play, Brian, at the Scotties. So many shots that she made around center guards to the middle, and that is such a big part of this, that she would play all the time, feeling very comfortable with that.
Her 8th appearance, Kathy, at mixed doubles, the most all-time for any player.
Hard line. Hard, 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 hard. Whoa.
Okay.
Just over curled slightly.
I think so. I'll get up and sweep this one myself.
And just got to make this go away.
I kind of like firm bump. Just bring me into the shot a bit more. I need a hair more though, Nance. Yeah.
Well, if he makes it go away, they'll have to play the double to have that red stone that's in the house be a factor at all.
Ideally, we get like 3/4.
Yeah, exactly.
They lost the 2019 final to Jocelyn Peterman and Brett Gallant.
Yeah, room right now. Curl, you got to get it going. Get it going, get it going. Get it going for a piece. Hard for peace.
Tyrell trying to carve it over.
Hard, 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 hard.
A little bit more and just enough to remove it.
Good. Good. Yeah, really good.
And that makes the
just set it a hair.
double very tough.
Just off the nose.
But necessary.
I have to hit it there.
Yeah.
Do you want to hold the broom?
Sure.
Okay.
Kind of weighty, Sean. Normal?
Normal?
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lauren and Alex Mcfadyen, a brother-sister combo from Summerside, Prince Edward Island, a beautiful part of Canada.
Just a little high.
What's that?
Just a little on this side.
Okay.
And you see the ice crew working on the sheets beside us because it is a busy day for the curlers, for the broadcasters, and definitely for the ice crew. So a must make here as Lauren delivers. It's the out turn, needs the double.
That's all right.
Just hanging out.
Poker straight up there.
Yeah.
And just
Good game,
won't
guys.
make
Nice
the
guys.
move.
Good
And
game, guys.
the team
Nice
of
luck.
Nancy Martin, Tyrell Griffith won't have to throw the final stone as they pick up a win, trying to get back to another
Yes. Good luck.
Canadian mixed doubles curling championship.
Yes.
And she continues to lead all time. Another win. Career game 53.
Everybody back home, enjoy the week.
And career win
Happy to be out here
36.
playing again.
We'll step aside and wrap up our coverage right after this.
The Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Championship is brought to you by OK Tire and BKT Tires. By Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like it. By Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
And here's Draw 2 results as we wrap up the coverage. Negevin, Carruthers, Sweeting, Kennedy, Burchard, Schneider, and you just saw Martin Griffith, your winners, as Pool C and Pool D. Action on the ice, and no one working harder than Greg Owasco and his ice crew, constantly getting this ice ready. It is a busy run, the Mixed Doubles Curling Championship here on TSN. 5 draws during the day as we've covered the first 2. They're staying busy and we're staying busy because we got the third one. It's coming up. You have Desiree Haas and Tyler Tardy. Tardy, the 3-time Canadian Junior champ, versus Lisa Weigel, John Epping. All of these competitors have been in the bubble, and they will play their first mixed doubles game as we hope you join us. 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time from the curling bubble here at Winsport Arena. 35 teams starting the journey. It is day 1. A lot of fun still to come, a lot of competition. On behalf of myself, Kathy Gauthier, our entire crew, thanks for watching our curling coverage here on TSN.